Mechanical progression has acquired their extreme overlay changes, particularly as far as blockchain arrangements. The excellent VeChain exchanging stage presently offers the lumbering cycles that made the hierarchical development late. This exceptional blockchain-based organization is instrumental in changing elements of an association more clever and systems all the more obvious. Allow us to look at the ongoing subtleties of VeChain and comprehend the VeChain cost expectation for what's in store. Mission VeChain. To comprehend VeChain Foundation, 1 requirements to scrutinize the beginning. The main role behind making this sort of blockchain organization was to resolve the issues being experienced by the coordinated factors area, particularly concerning dispersed and unbalanced information. While the business battles huge information traffic every day, sadly, a framework to make this information transmittable and very much smoothed out was the center issue that stayed ignored. Serious compartmentalization leaves the whole production network, the executives in the most extreme number of cases, to depend on unified information sources. At last this brought about an information transmission that was less credible and hazier. VeChain gives organizations the capacity to follow a gigantic measure of information. These markers can incorporate things like quality, genuineness, capacity, temperature, and transportation status. Stunningly, the VeChain stage gives these highlights through a without trust and conveyed business biological system. Along these lines, the VeChain stage diminishes above and further develops responsibility. An essential achievement figure the whole range of VeChain as a recipe in light of DeFi SafeFi nuptial. VeChain stage centers its entire series of arrangements in view of a blend strategy helping through decentralized finance, DeFi, and centralized finance, SafeFi. It recognizes the upsides of the 2 stages and thus gets interesting and mixed osmosis rising up out of these arrangements. This reconciliation gives absolutely put-together responses based with respect to the straightforward and credible trade of data, successful coordinated effort, and high velocity as team moves. Because of the pandemic, while somewhat recently, VeChain cryptographic money has been playing out its best in business sectors as of late. It has not fulfilled the assumptions for the computerized resource financial backers with regards to cost. This is basically because of the vulnerability winning on the lookout. Because of the pandemic impact, the venture situation has seen change and is probably going to go on according to VeChain Cost Expectation 2022. Unpredictability in the VeChain cost has hit its capitalization as well. Subsequently, the expense of VeChain cost expectations has proactively hit its absolute bottom. Financial backers are energetically placing faith in the immunization they feel would be the enchanted wand for a hopeful VET cost expectation for the following year for coin being seen as a wise venture. To acquire most extreme benefit from the venture, it is fitting to sell out when the VeChain cost raises a ruckus around town level. The present VET cost is around $0.04582 in the digital money market. A cost revision after such a huge siphon would be normal for venture. In any case, according to our VeChain cost expectation, the money could recuperate for the present moment as the crypto market denoted a blended pattern at this point, bringing about the value climb of most altcoins. According to our VeChain cost expectation and other VeChain cost forecasts on a lookout, the coin is toward the finish of its momentary bullish cycle, and it could safeguard the recuperation. Allow us to view the VeChain cost expectation graph beneath. Let's push ahead to our VeChain Thor cost expectation for next 5 years. Heaps of dealers and cost forecast stages dwell on the lookout, which investigates future VeChain cost expectation. Guarantee the obstruction level, support level are not excessively hopeful or skeptical individually. Wallet Financial Backer is a famous conjecture site that makes specialized examination-based value expectations of different digital forms of money on a fantastic venture. As indicated by the conjecture examiners of Wallet Financial Backer market forecast and specialized examination, the outcome would be that VeChain value expectation may be exchanging at $0.318 throughout the following 5 years according to the ongoing force and VET cost today. This VeChain figure is exceptionally bullish and hopeful. Exchanging Beast's conjecture stage likewise gave an exceptionally unbiased specialized investigation of the ongoing cost of VET token for 1 year, expressing that before the year's over, according to VECHAIN predications, VET cost could arrive at $0.065 to $0.073, which is a wide reach. These VECHAIN cost forecast 2022 are given impartially, without a grandstand of any hopefulness. Our VECHAIN cost expectations for the next years are referenced beneath. VECHAIN price prediction 2022. As indicated by VECHAIN cost expectation, the market seems, by all accounts, to be hopeful, and it might stretch around $0.056 for 2022. The expected value of VECHAIN's coin will bolt to 5 cents in momentary giving fascinating return by year-end. Our VECHAIN value forecasts ought not be understood as venture exhortation. Financial backers are prescribed to convey their own examination for VET cost investigation, support level, and obstruction level to limit the gambling gauged with such an unstable market. VECHAIN price prediction 2023. Out of many VET cost expectations or VECHAIN cost forecasts out there, our VECHAIN figure uncovers the normal VET cost could be $0.063. The hopeful VECHAIN forecast proposes the cost will raise a ruckus around town mark. Taking into account the development and market capitalization, the greatest cost could take off up to $0.070. VECHAIN price prediction 2024. The price prediction VECHAIN for the year 2024 appears to be positive up to this point. The VECHAIN cost will float around $0.068 consistently, and it very well may be expected to raise a ruckus around town low of $0.055. The ongoing cost of the coin is around $0.045, and holding the VET token at this cost for a drawn-out will help the financial backers. VECHAIN price prediction 2025. For the drawn-out VECHAIN cost expectations, the digital coin price gauge predicts that VET cost will have an enormous flood and it could cross to arrive at $0.093 according to their specialized investigation. In 2025 VECHAIN cost forecast mirrors a likelihood that the cost could contact 0.08 around the last quarter. One more side for VECHAIN gauge expects that the VET cost will keep a vertical direction to reach $0.095 toward the finish of 2025. Other long-haul VECHAIN value expectations are excessively hopeful, putting the VECHAIN cost gauge at around $0.098 toward the finish of 2025. Our individual and fair-minded cost expectations VECHAIN VET is that it would have to work harder assuming the coin value wishes to accept and confirm its situation for bullish energy as far as VECHAIN cost expectation 2025. The expense of VECHAIN needs to